We're going to continue to chat about anger today. In Proverbs 14:29, it says, "He who is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who is quick-tempered exposes and exalts his foolishness." The Bible is teaching us here that possessing great understanding helps us to be slow to anger. But what kind of understanding is so profound that it can actually temper someone's anger? There are several types of understandings that can actually help someone reduce anger. So for example, understanding someone else's perspective, walking in someone else's shoes, that can really help you empathize with someone rather than get angry with them. Another type of understanding is understanding how things work. The more you understand how something works, the more likely you are not to get frustrated and angry with whatever it is you're doing. Another type of understanding is understanding how to calm yourself down physically. Anger has a lot of physiological arousal. When we get angry, it releases a lot of energy in our bodies. And if you can understand how to actually breathe and calm your body down, well, then you're going to be slower to anger. But I do believe that there's a particular type of great understanding that this proverb is alluding to. And it is crucial to managing our anger and frustration. And it's understanding this, that as the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus, we do not have to try and win every argument to make ourselves feel right. We need to understand that. And when we understand that, we're slower to anger. Let me explain some more. Focusing on winning arguments can actually cloud your judgment and prolong conflicts, even when you know it's best to de-escalate. So imagine you knew that you didn't have to win every argument to feel right or to be right. And how would you know that? Well, if you really believed in the gift of righteousness, how much would you really try and fight and argue and prove yourself right? It says in Romans 5:17 that when we receive the abundance of grace and the gift of righteousness, we will reign in life through the one Jesus Christ. That includes reigning over anger and anger-infused situations. Understanding that you have already been made righteous through Christ means you don't need to earn righteousness by arguing or proving your point. If you truly grasp your identity as the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus, how many arguments would you feel compelled to win? Likely far fewer. This isn't to say you shouldn't stand up for what is right. Our anger is fueled by the desire to be right or to win an argument. It's to try and understand when simply you do not need to win every argument. Isaiah 32:17 highlights the outcome of true righteousness by faith, rather than righteousness by winning arguments. And it says this, Isaiah 32:17, "And the effect of righteousness will be peace, and the result of righteousness will be quietness, and the confident trust forever." A deep understanding of your righteousness in Christ will help you be slow to anger because the effect of righteousness is quietness, peace, and confidence. Confident people do not feel the need to win arguments all the time. And where does our confidence come from? It comes from this gift of righteousness, our identity in Christ. Today, remind yourself that you do not need to win every argument because you are already the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. Let this great understanding shield you with favor, bring peace and quietness into your life, and help you manage anger and rage differently. Remember, you're highly favored and you're deeply loved.